Hello everyone, in this video we will learn about the two-dimensional coordinate system. What is this system? In this system we learn how to describe the position of a point with the help of a pair of numbers. This system is also known as the Cartesian system. In this system we divide a plane in four parts by drawing a pair of lines. The horizontal line is known as x dash and the vertical line, that is y dash. Where they intersect each other, that point is known as the origin. This is the origin. Horizontal line is known as the x-axis. Horizontal line is known as the x-axis. Vertical line is known as the y-axis. And the point where they intersect is known as the origin. What is origin? We have learnt this in case of the number line also. In number line we mark a 0, that is known as the origin. The distances on the right of it are taken positive and the distances on the left of it are taken as negative. So here also we say the same thing, that on the x-axis the distances from origin on the right will be taken as positive and the distances on the left of this will be taken as negative. This is positive, this is negative. Same way on the y-axis, the distances upwards are taken as positive and the distances downwards are taken as negative. Here we have to learn one more thing, that these four parts are known as the quadrants. These are known as quadrants. From the positive direction of the x-axis, in the anti-clockwise direction we name them. This is known as first quadrant, this is the second quadrant, this is third quadrant and this is the fourth quadrant. Now this x-axis has been described as ox dash. Ox dash is representing the negative numbers and ox is representing the positive numbers. Here we call it y dash, that is y-axis. So this we write as x-axis and this we write as y-axis. Y dash, oy is towards the positive direction and oy dash is the negative direction of this. Then how to find out the position? What we do, we divide these in the equal parts. Like we mark here 1, 2, 3, 4. On this side -1, -2, -3, -4. Same way here we can write 1, 2, 3, 4, they are positive and 1, 2, 3, 4 they are negative. To locate the position of any of the point in this plane, which is also known as the Cartesian plane, to find the position of any point in this plane, what we do, position of a point, we need a pair of numbers. We write this as x, y. These are known as the coordinates of the point. The first point is to be measured along x-axis and from there y is to be measured along y-axis. Like suppose we have been given a point P, the coordinates of this are 3, 4. Then this distance 3 is to be measured from the origin along the x-axis. There is 1, 2, 3, here it is. 4 is the distance to be taken along y-axis from here, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can mark the point P here. This is the point P, and the coordinates of this are 3, 4. This is a pair which is representing the position of point P. Just now we learnt about the position of a point. Suppose we take a point here and the point is A. Suppose the coordinates of this are x, y. Then what are these x and y? The coordinates of point A are x, y. If we draw a perpendicular from this A to the x-axis, this is the distance from the origin, which is x. And if we draw a perpendicular from A to the y-axis, then from the origin, distance along y-axis is y. And that is why they are known as the coordinates, and they are named as x, y generally. What is this x? X is known as x coordinate of the point, or it is also known as abscissa. Y, that y is known as y coordinate. It is also known as ordinate. They form a pair. This pair x, y is also known as ordered pair. What is the meaning of this ordered pair? Ordered pair means the order of this x and y is fixed. We can't interchange them. First number is showing the distance along the x-axis. Second is showing the distance along the y-axis. Let's learn now to plot the points whose coordinates are given to us. Like here A, the coordinates are 2, 3. 2, 3 both are positive. 2 is the distance along the x-axis. 3 is the distance along the y-axis. So this is the point A, which is having the coordinates 2, 3. The second point is B, coordinates of which are -3, 2. So here we find that the distance along the x-axis in the negative direction, that is -3, 1, 2, 3, and 2 is in the positive direction, it goes up, so it is -3, 2. This is your point B. Third point C, the coordinates of it are -2, -3, both are negative. -2 is the distance along x-axis, it will be in the negative direction, -2 here, and -3 means along the y-axis, that is also negative direction, so -2, -3 comes here. This is your point C. Fourth point is D, whose coordinates are 1, -4. 1 is positive, so we go along the x-axis in the positive direction by 1. 4 is negative, so we go in the negative direction of y-axis from here, and this is the point 1, -4. This is D. What we find here, that point A, whose both the coordinates are positive, is lying in the first quadrant. B, whose first coordinate is negative, second is positive, is lying in the second quadrant. C, whose both the coordinates are negative, is lying in the third quadrant, and D, whose first coordinate is positive, second is negative, lies in the fourth quadrant. So we can understand by the sign of the coordinates in which quadrant the point lies. So we can learn here to find the quadrant by sign of coordinates. We write here x coordinate, that is abscissa. We write here y coordinate, that is ordinate. And we write here the number of the quadrant in which the point will be lying. If x is positive, y is positive, the point lies in the first quadrant. If x is negative, y is positive, the point lies in the second quadrant. If both are negative, it lies in the third quadrant. And if the first one, that is x coordinate, is positive and y coordinate is negative, then the point lies in the fourth quadrant. So like this, without locating the point in the plane, also we can find out in which quadrant the point lies. After learning about the coordinates of a point and how to plot a point in the plane when the coordinates are given to us, and also how to find out the quadrant in which a point lies by just looking at the sign of the coordinate of it, we will discuss about the coordinates of origin. What are the coordinates of origin? Origin actually the starting point, and that's why neither we are moving any distance on the x-axis nor we are moving on the y-axis, and this is the starting point for both. So we say that the coordinates of origin are 0, 0. Let's learn now, if a point lies on x-axis, what will be its coordinates? See, suppose we plot a point here. This is suppose A. What about the coordinates of it? We are moving 3 points on the x-axis in the positive direction, but along the y-axis no distance has been moved. So we find the coordinates of this are 3, 0. So any point on the x-axis will have its coordinate as x, 0. It means a point lies on x-axis implies that its y coordinate is 0. Similarly, if we have a point on the y-axis, suppose this is the point, we are not moving any distance along the x-axis, that is 0, and along y-axis we are moving the distance 4, so the coordinates of this are 0, 4, this is point B. So what we find here, the x coordinate is 0. So in case you have any point on the y-axis, then its coordinates will be in the form 0, y. It means we can say a point lies on y-axis implies that its x coordinate is 0. So please remember, if the x coordinate is 0, the point lies on y-axis. If y coordinate is 0, the point lies on the x-axis. In the next video, we will learn about the distance formula and its applications. Thanks for watching my video. If you have any comments or doubts, leave them in the comment box and I will get back to you.